All right, y'all, we're doing it again. Tonight is one of those like super tired meals. I am very, very tired. Long day at work. Long day dealing with a lot of different things. What I'm gonna do, I'm trying to cut myself up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make like a simple spaghetti with melted cheese. We're gonna make us some Texas toast, straight out the box. And I got kielbasa sausage. I got a pound of ground beef. Also, I don't know if you remember the other video, I had a half a pound of meat left. So guess what? I found uses for that half a pound of meat. So we got our onions, we got everything that we need. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get ready to get started because I'm extremely tired. I wanna go to bed. So this is one of those meals to where if you don't have a lot of time, but you're hungry, so you need to do something quick because it's time to go to bed. So now let's do this quick. Come on, let's get started. Come on in the kitchen, let's do this. Okay, so now we're getting ready to put our noodles in there. So you want to do about 2 tablespoons of salt to the water. I'm gonna roughly guesstimate. We say guesstimate. So I'm thinking I got maybe about a half a gallon of water in that pot. You want to get your spaghetti noodles. You got your salt in the water. You want to keep those broken in half. Some people like to use them long, but I don't like to cook them long. I like mine to soak down into the pot. Break them in half and put those in there. And then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start cooking our meat, getting that ready. Okay, now we're getting ready to start our hamburger meat. So this is the meat, like I said, I had on another video. Previous video, I had a half a pound left. There's still a little bit of frozen, but that's okay. You can go ahead and put that in there, put that on top of there. And just let that sit for a second. And now you want to get your seasoning. Okay, I'm using something new tonight. Pretty good sauce. But I'm using like 4 tablespoons of it. It's called poultry seasoning. Pretty good. Made for chicken, but it also does good on beef too. So a little bit of that across the top. As you know, I like my onion powder. So a little bit of the onion powder. And I'm using a little 1/4 tablespoon onion powder. Get that across the top. And I love my garlic. So I'm running out of garlic too. It's about time to go back to the store. It's kind of re-up. Same thing with my garlic. But I'm going to put 2. Because I like garlic. So I'm going to put 2. Seasoning salt. So my seasoning salt, as you see, I'm gonna put a half tablespoon in there. Sprinkle it over there pretty good like that. Half tablespoon. All right, for my last ingredients, I'm gonna use a half tablespoon of salt. Sprinkle that over there pretty good. Oh, kind of missed it a little bit. That's okay. Bam. Then you want to get that a good stir. Stir it up pretty good, man. That smells so good. And so while that's cooking, while that's starting to cook, you gotta now get my vegetables. So in my house, we like bell peppers and onions. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my bell peppers and onions cut up and get those in there while I let this sit. And while I let that little piece of meat right there that's got a little frost to it, and let that start melting. All right, now I wanna add my bell peppers and onions to my meat. Get all those in there, nice. And you want to stir that around. Give that another good stir. Then we got one more ingredient to add in here, and that's sausages. My family don't like the sausages. I like them, so I always tell them, just pick them out. The next thing we have are our sausage. I use the Polish sausages. They got a different taste to them, but they're much better in like spaghettis and things like that. So I'm not going to put this whole sausage in there, but I'm actually mixing in my hamburger meat. Maybe about a 1/4 of the sausage in there, since a lot of my family doesn't like it, but I do. So we got the meat in the middle. I got my sausage cut up now. I'm going to put the sausages in there. Put those in there at the hamburger meat. Let me get that cooking. I want to cook those sausages a long time. They're already done, but just cook them. Cook them with your hamburger meat. But you can cook them separate, but I like them with my meat, with my hamburger meat. It's your choice, your food, your house. Now my noodles are ready, as you see that. You know, they're nice, firm noodles. You know, you don't want them too cooked too long, because then they get like puffy and not good at all. So mine are just like nice and firm, like I like them. Then you want to strain those. So now I put my sauce in there. I'm thinking, I normally measure about a bottle and a half of sauce in there. A big too many, make it too super. So I got my meat already in there. I got my noodles in there, and I'm doing a ball of this right here. I used already like the meat sauce. Put that in there, 1.5. Okay, now, one of our favorite, sugar. So I want to put about, right now this is about a half a cup of sugar. I'm gonna say just about a half a cup of sugar, according to our taste in there. It all depends on your family. Some people like it super sweet. I don't like it that sweet. I don't want no sweet noodles and beef. So you want to do that, get that all stirred up in there. And then let it cook down for about 5 minutes together. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. So it's not ready yet. I want all that to cook in. I want the sugar to soak in. I want the tomato paste to soak in. I want the onions, the bell peppers, the sauce. I want all of them to marinate together. So while that's happening, put that there. Put the top on it. Put it on 7 while I get ready to get my pan to put it in the oven. All that's cooking. You want to go ahead and start on your can. Go ahead and put your corn in there. You just want to put it in the pot. I was going to say put a couple of tablespoons of sugar in there. And a little bit of butter, not a lot, and then just let that cook. Okay, as you see, I got my pan for my spaghetti now. Now I'm going to pour my pan in there, and then I'm going to put across the top of it some Mexican blend cheese on all across the top of it. Put that in the oven. My oven is already on. It's heating up. Put this in there and let that sit in there for about 7 minutes. Get it nice and melted, and then you're done with that part of it. As you see, I got my cheese on there. It's all ready to go, nice and pretty. Now let me pop that in the oven for about 7 minutes, and let me go ahead and get my toast together. All right. So now, as you see, we got our Texas toast. You know, I don't put mine in the oven because I don't like that crunch. It's crunchy. It's too crunchy. So what I do, I put mine on top of the stove, you know, and cook them that way. That way, I can control the crunch. Since it's only 4 of us tonight, I don't have to cook that many because it's only 4 here tonight. So as you see, let that get down there. Once it get nice and brown on one side, then you flip it over, let it get brown on the other side, and bam, you're done with that. All right, so as you see now, we have the corn is ready, the spaghetti is ready, the toast is ready. So now let me dive into that. Now let me see what that tastes like. Let me see if I mastered this. Look at there. Look at that. Hot. Ouch! Touch the pan. Sounded a little soft right there, but that's okay. Get a little bit more of that. Let me get a little bit more of that before I call my family downstairs. Tell them it's time to eat. Take a little corn. I know I should have used the same spoon, but it's my house. And let me put my toast on there. Look at that plate. That's what I'm talking about. So now let's taste that. Let's see what that tastes like. Let's see what that tastes like. Let me see if it tastes as good as it looks. It's hot. Bam. Nailed another one. Join us next time because we're going to make us some gravy next time. I'm thinking about some liver and some gravy. Tell me what you think. See you next time.